Hi, Twers. It's our next video of us before now. So today's Minnesota Big Ass Cigarettes, Minnesota right now. So I want to talk about spit tobacco addiction. Now, what is spit tobacco? That is chewing tobacco or dipping tobacco. It's generally not snus or snuff, nasal snuff. That is. So basically, spit tobacco meaning chewing tobacco, long leaf, chalk, chosky for the josky, big ass cigar for life, or also snuff or moist snuff or wet snuff. You get the point. So that is what spit tobacco is. And now, generally, what is spit tobacco addiction? That is when a person is addicted to spit tobacco. Now, there's a very different opinions on spit tobacco or chewing or dipping tobacco. Many people believe it's a much safer alternative to cigarettes, which for the most part it is, but there are also people who believe it's a much very, very dangerous. So it depends on who you ask. Was it really interesting about chewing tobacco and dipping tobacco, smokeless tobacco in general? Spit tobacco is also called smokeless tobacco. The reason it's called spit tobacco is because you spit like that, so big cigar for life. But the point is, there's actually a very polar opposite opinion on spit or smokeless tobacco, and one polar opposite says smokeless tobacco is the greatest savior of people who smoke cigarettes. It is a safe alternative, and it's a safer alternative, and people who smoke cigarettes should definitely switch to smokeless tobacco. You watch Dr. Rodu, you watch Mud Jug 1, Outlaw, that kind of stuff. But then there is the polar opposite that says spit tobacco or smokeless tobacco is incredibly dangerous, possibly more dangerous than cigarettes. It has even higher risk of mouth cancer and throat cancer than cigarettes because of the constant contact with the mouth. But the point I'm trying to get across is spit tobacco addiction is when people are addicted. And obviously, whether or not you choose to believe either way, it is for adults only. So just like any tobacco product or any tobacco-related product, spit or smokeless tobacco is for people who are over 18, over 21. And that's part of the reason people are against it, is because it's often marketed towards very young children or very young teenagers or adolescents. So if you're going to use it, obviously have a valid photo ID and be over 18, over 21. It's for adults. Any tobacco product, any tobacco or alcohol product, you get the point. Tobacco, alcohol, pornography, big ass cigar for life, is really intended for adults. It's an adult hobby and adult enjoyment, so it's an adult pleasure. It's not recommended for, or legally for kids. So that's the point I'm trying to make, is part of the reason people get upset with cigarettes and smokeless tobacco is because they are oftentimes heavily marketed towards underage population. So obviously it's for people who are over 18, over 19, over 21. It is not for youth. So you get the point. Big ass cigar for life. And spit tobacco addiction is really for, if you choose to be addicted, that's fine. I admit that I'm probably to some degree addicted to cigars and pipes. But I'm over 18, over 21. I am 26 and a half, and that's my choice. If I have to end up, suffering some kind of consequence because of the health effects, that's my choice. But I'm over 18, over 21. Get the point. Big ass cigar for life. Bye.